It is a swelteringly hot day at this pond here. This is Manila Creek Pond in Pleasant Grove, Utah, and just right in the shadow of Mount Mahogany here. I love this pond. We come here all the time as a family, spend a lot of the summer here. There's a swim beach back behind me, people fishing and stuff right here. So while I hide in the shade, I couldn't think of a better opportunity to unbox something that was just mailed to me. Okay, so this is the box, and I'm going to set this up a little bit better. Man, it's hot today. While I'm sitting in the shade, I'm going to unbox this. And it's actually part of the reason that we're at the pond today. Nondescript, can't really tell what this is, but I'm gonna give you a hint. Excuse me. This is the reason that this is still not working. Oh. This is the reason that we're at the pond today, because inside this box is a newer and improved version of what I'm wearing. And here's the brand. Enkeeo? That's what I'm going with, Enkeeo. You've probably seen these online. You've probably seen ads for them. This is the future of snorkels. So nice mesh bag, waterproof. I'll keep that to store this thing in. And then you have this nice kind of felt bag to protect it. So that would be the top of the snorkel. Kind of that little floaty thing to keep from having water come in. Whoa. Dude, it's polarized. While I'm reading through these instructions here, mark reviews with or without glasses. What do you think? I've had contacts in the past, kind of hate them. This is an anti-fog UV 400, which I'm gonna need on a day like today. You see how overexposed it is behind me? That's crazy. Okay, so to assemble the two pieces, looks like you're supposed to kind of hold down that lock, and it should click into place. There we go. Now this is something I'm excited about too. This right here on the top, that is a GoPro Mount. So this video will feature a little bit of footage from underwater with this snorkel on. The strap on the back here, nice strong rubber, and it has kind of almost like a 5-point harness setup here, but being able to rotate a little bit like that should make it a little more comfortable. Time to get rid of this old outdated technology. It does say it's best to shave your facial hair and this will work better. The seal around your whole face will work better if you're clean shaven. That just makes sense. And it should be noted that these come in a few different color options and a few different sizes. So in order to figure out which one you need, you're supposed to kind of measure from the tip of your chin to the bridge of your nose. And if that's more than, I think, 4.5 inches is what they said, then you need an extra large. For me, that's more like 6. So I definitely got the extra large. I have a big head. William, move your head.
William, move your head. Look at the size of that boy's head. Shh. I'm not kidding, it's like an orange on a toothpick.
Even with that, I had to expand the size of these straps a little bit. I have a huge noggin.
Well, that was offside, wasn't it? He'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
Oh, that's cool. So inside here, everything looks yellow. If you can't hear me, my view inside here is that it made everything yellow. You can kind of see that through here, right? Polarization. Okay, now there's really nothing else to do but go test this thing. Before was really rocky, and as you could see in some of that footage, really murky with a lot of that seaweed and scum and stuff. So I'm gonna try my luck over here in the swim beach area, where it's a lot sandier. So as you can tell by the footage I got at that pond, the water was really murky. All those kids playing at the swim beach were just churning things up. So I wanted to bring the snorkel and my GoPro to a local pool so you can get a better idea of what this would look like in clear water. One of the challenges of filming at a public pool is, you know, you have lap swimmers and you have water aerobics people blasting music from Frozen and stuff like that, but it's worth it for the clear water we're gonna get today on today's shot. So I don't know that I would use it in a pool long term. I probably wouldn't use it in a pool to swim laps, for example, because they do have lap swimming snorkels where you can just go and go and go in the pool. But man, the image quality, the visibility, the clarity that you get in a pool is so much better than in that pond that we were in. It makes me want to go to like a natural spring or something and play with my underwater camera. So, what are my findings about the Enkeeo snorkel? Overall, it's really fun. I really like having something like this where I can just see underwater and just breathe normally like I would. I will say it took a lot of time for me personally to get used to it because I grew up on swim team and taking swimming lessons and actually teaching swimming lessons and being a lifeguard, and I spent so much time in the water growing up and as an adult that for the first like 15 or 20 minutes with this thing, I had to resist the urge to kind of panic because it's unnatural for me to breathe when my nose and mouth are in the water, to inhale. Another thing I noticed is, you know, I have kind of a small nose bridge, so I normally breathe through my mouth anyway, like when I sleep at night. Inside this mask, even when I was breathing through my mouth, I felt like I was getting a similar amount of air that I do when I breathe through my nose normally. So, you know, just not quite as much air as I'm used to. I definitely wouldn't like lap swim with this and do a lot of exercise and activities like that. But for snorkeling, like it's intended, for looking at coral reefs or like trying to check out some fish or, you know, filming some underwater shots with your GoPro, I think it's kind of an awesome product. One thing to note, on top here there is a Gopro Mount, and a few of the shots that I included in the review, including this one, I used with the GoPro on top of the snorkel here. Now, what I found was when your face is in the water and the GoPro is right here, there's a chance that you're not actually filming what's below you if your head is tilted up too much. So for that, I actually give the advantage to this kind of lower tech, old school snorkel where you can just mount the GoPro on the bottom, so it's definitely in the water when your face is in the water. So, you know, one piece of feedback I'd maybe give to the company is just either move this GoPro mount lower down or just add another GoPro mount down here so that you have options, just a variety of shots. Other than that, some of the other features, this is anti-fog, this UV protected. You can see it's polarized here as I shine it in the camera. It's really only anti-fog if you put it on before you get in the water, because once you kind of take it off and then put it back on and stuff, now the water vapor is trapped inside the mask and it will fog up a little bit. Still better than the pair of normal swim goggles that I have for lap swimming. So it's a couple of things to keep in mind. You can dive a little bit in this, you know, go all the way under the water. This stopper here, this little float, will prevent water from getting into the snorkel, you know, and just flooding the mask with water, which is good. But a little bit will get in and you need to kind of blow out to clear it out. I would not dive deeper than about 6 feet in something like this, because you may end up with more water inside the mask than you want. But overall, thank you to Enkeeo for sending this to me. Had a lot of fun reviewing it. Hopefully you had fun watching it. I got a GoPro specifically for this review, and it was fun to do some underwater shots, so look for some of those in the future on this channel. Be sure to check out Enkeeo's website. I'll leave a link in the description below. And in the meantime, thank you for subscribing to this channel. Subscribe by clicking over here on this side. And on this side, check out some of the other reviews that I've done. Thank you for watching.